let's get started with the coding then. You can see I've got a simple VSCode like template over here. So we've just got the index, the main.js, and the stars.js, CSS, sorry. And let's just create the skeleton of the HTML file with Emmet there. Here we're going to change the document to a Doctor4 as it is based on the Doctor4 site. And in the body, I'm just going to put a quick H1 just hello world. I save that. I'm going to open a live server. So we've got that in there now. Just before we go too far into the Tailwind, I just wanted to mention this Tailwind CSS IntelliSense extension. It's really useful. It sort of gives you suggestions of what you're typing. So you can see bg-re, it's saying all the sort of shades of red there is, bg-repeat, all this sort of things. It also gives us linting as well in case we are making errors. So yeah, I really recommend downloading that. I really think it will help you when you're building your Tailwind applications. That's the code. We've just got our little simple hello world there, just so we can show that on our live server here. And then we're going to start filling things out. So we're going to need some fonts. Here now you can see I've added the fonts in here. So we've got the Google API for Roboto and the relevant stuff you need to add in, and as well Font Awesome. And just on this note, please don't use my Font Awesome kit because there's too many people who use it, and all of us will be able to use it anyway. So I recommend just downloading your own. It's completely free. There are certain icons that you have to pay for, but the ones that we're using will be completely free. So don't worry about costs. And now let's continue with our installation. So we're going to install Tailwind CSS here for the first step. We're going to need to go copy this and go to terminal, and we are going to replace that in. And we can see that's been done, no problem. And you can see the last thing it says, create the Tailwind CSS config file. So we can see here we have a config file. I'm just copy and paste the things that I know I need, and you guys can copy them as well, of course. But if you want to put your own twist on things, add in your own colors, choose your own breakpoints. The breakpoints aren't too big a thing for us, but if you have, say, a red themed website, maybe like the Google Chrome over here, just add some shades of red in that you feel will work well in your project. See, we've got the sort of screens in, so this is determining where our breakpoints are: small, medium, large, Excel, and the colors as well: dark green, light gray. That one's in twice, the ED. So we'll get rid of that. But yeah, we have our sort of Tailwind config sorted now. So let's work on the next step. So here we've actually configured the template paths. This is already done, and that is stuff here. So we're just looking at all the files that have .html at the end within this sort of folder, and that's quite simply just that index.html. Now we need to add the Tailwind directives to our CSS. So we're just going to copy these and put them in the styles here. It really is as simple as that. And then finally, we need to start the Tailwind CLI build process. So we're going to copy this, but notice how they're actually looking for the input.css here. Ours is called styles.css and also isn't within a source folder. We're going to have to slightly change this. I've just copied that in, changed it to styles.css, and we can check what that relates to there. So that's this bit here with the directives that we added before. And now if we enter, that should be all good. And now we can actually start building. So before we start building, we just need to go to index.html, and we need to enter our style sheet. The style sheet there, and we're going to have the reference actually within this folder here. So we need to go across here into dist output.css. So now everything we do, and we see this rebuilding down here, that's showing us that Tailwind is actually watching what we're doing right now. And when we did those final directives, those final commands, we actually created the distribution folder and the output.css. So now if we go to the hello world, and let's do something like class font size. So that's text dash have it there. So that's what it is right now. And let's just put for Excel and see what happens. You see the text has got bigger there. So if we go down to just put medium, go right down, so we can change it to Emerald 900 or 800. And see that's a bit green, and then we just go text again. -5 XL. We can see that that's changed now. So we can see that our Tailwind is working. We are changing this file, and we are writing any CSS. So now it's starting to look a bit cool. And that's all the setup done for us now. So let's start coding the real website.